Okay, I am back. And this time I'm going to do a little meme coin coverage. I keep saying that I'm going to leave it alone. But yeah. And the only reason why is because I do believe that what's happening right now is taking place will be better for the meme coin space in the long run. And mainly because the rug pulls have gone too far. They have gone way too far and basically, yeah. That's how that's. I think there was going to be real tight, more tight regulations on things of that nature, which means to me, and this is my theory, that means that are already been like in circulation for like a year or so will do well. Memes that aren't really on Solana, but on base, I think base memes would do better than Solana. Solana kind of has a bad rap, and base is kind of like the next I think is the next logical choice. And I do believe like, you got like Moonshot and stuff like that. Not don't quote me, but they service like both Solana and Base. So a lot of those meme coin launch pads do both. So that's pretty cool. And so since the stink is over on Solana right now, probably gonna stay over there for a good minute. Base seems the best opportunity, especially as like base becomes a little bit more well accepted as regulations, um, you know, just go in favor for base. I mean, Coinbase in general, because of the new administration. I do believe that once its stock and is well received and it goes up eventually, then this will trickle down because Base doesn't have a coin, and you can look at Coinbase stock as the actual coin vehicle of acceptance, so to speak, out there. That's one way of looking at it. So that's one angle that I'm looking. And lately, they have been going up. We do have 1,112 days until the next Bitcoin halving. And today being the 15th of March, Bitcoin has been getting destroyed, but has been hanging on to the 84K mark as of late. So it seems like the meme coins were getting destroyed. It seems like they're rallying now. A dog in me has just been listed by Coinbase, and it's been doing good. It's been on a rally, and of course, once you miss it, as soon as you hear it, you missed it because that means that you're going to be buying the top. And as you can see, it's down about 8%. So when I heard it, it was on a rally. And it rallied last night, and just as much as it rallied, as much as it gave back. So we'll see how that goes. But I do think that there is some potential here. And I put Jesse follows, and this is Jesse from Coinbase. He's the person, the main person responsible for the base ecosystem. So that blockchain there. And big on the memes, supporting the meme culture and whatnot. So these are the memes that he follows, and I thought that would be good. Now I picked these. I may have missed a couple, but I picked these because they've been around, and I found them to be interesting because I remember when they first came around. So Dog and Me, I do remember that slightly, but I wasn't really, when it came around, I was just kind of like, let's involved with something else. So that one's launched, and they had Keyboard Cat. That's kind of interesting, really interesting. Also, and having a cat playing the keyboard, the guy's making the cat play the keyboard. It's crazy. And Mr. Miggles, then Mochi, and so on and so forth. So out of this, my logic was saying, okay, we got that. Not all of these are probably going to launch going on. They're going to be a part of Coinbase. That's not. I don't think that's logical, but I do think it's logical to narrow it down to Jesse and his who he follows. So, and then even out of all these, I don't think they're all going to make it there. They may, or they may not. What's the next logical choices? So I bet it on Mochi. And the reason why I say Mochi is because Mochi, there's one on this list that's actually made it that one of the main drivers of why I selected this one, and that's Toshi. So if we go to this portfolio, and you can see that Mochi is pretty much Toshi on steroids, so to speak. Both named after the CEO, one of the CEOs, founders, Brian Armstrong's cats. So Brian Armstrong has a cat named Toshi, and he has a cat named Mochi. Toshi has a utility now, was just announced, skyrocketed and plummeted, of course, and is hanging out around this area, which seems to be is a good pump and dump on this one. I tell you that. But when it moves, Mochi moves also. So while Mochi's been moving, I think it was a good bet. So if it gets listed and Jesse follows Mochi, I'm expecting, this market cap to maybe triple. I mean, the reason why I said that is because it already doubled before. This one here was sitting at 35 not too long ago. So I'm thinking that it could probably either triple or 4x. Maybe. I don't know. That's a lottery ticket that has some odds against it, but I mean it's worth checking out. Well, so far it's doing okay. It's doing pretty good. But that's my thought process, and I thought I would share that. And Mochi does have a utility. So let's see here. Let's see that things I'm looking at. So I want to see if what I'm looking at matches up, makes any sense. And it's kind of hard to get on here right now. Let's see. Maybe because I got one window open and I'm doing a lot. But yeah, Jesse follows Mochi. Mochi has a store, wallet based. You can connect and you can buy tokens. Also, they have NFTs, a little Instagram following. They're on here all the time. You can actually trade, stake, use leverage with Mochi now. Yep, get up to 2x leverage. So, and that was just recent of the 12th. So they got stuff going on, and they haven't even been listed yet. If they ever get listed, that would be nice. That's what I'm looking forward to. And we'll see what happens. I mean, and that's it, basically. There are some other ones. Oops. Let's see here. Other ones that I was looking at. And I think that will be, I would say the next one in the running also will probably be, logically speaking, Mr. Miggles. So Mr. Miggle has fallen from grace a number of times. So the biggest fall was from November of last year until where it's at right now. So, man, it was up there. It was at its prime peak, and man, just didn't make it. But all right. So that's all I got to share. And that is Mochi based off of who Jesse follows.